4 years old when I first came to Australia from Bashari, a Maronite stronghold at the edge of the mystical Kadisha Valley in Lebanon in the early 1970s. We came here to escape the civil war. My father had been here 15 years prior in search of a better life for us. We lived next door to St. Maroons, Redfern. Bishop Abdul Khalifa had just been assigned as the first bishop of Australia. My schooling was at St. Maroons School, the first school established in the Maronite Eparchy by the Sisters of the Holy Family in 1970. I would always have a deep feeling inside me knowing it was distinctive being a Lebanese Maronite and a great gift being in Australia, exposed to a wealth of opportunities to benefit our motherland, Lebanon, and to be role models in our Australian environment. In my view, the Maronites in Australia connected two worlds. They brought the richness of the faith from Lebanon and nurtured it in Australia. I hope that one day I would be able to give back to my community, helping in every way that I can. More recently, I was approached by Bishop Antoine Charbel Tarabay to be involved in the organising of the 50-year Jubilee Mass commemorating the establishment of the Maronite Eparchy in Australia. The Jubilee was to begin with a launch of a reliquary tour of the relics of 5 saints, all the Maronite and Australian saints, visiting parishes Australia-wide and ending with a Mass celebrated by the Patriarch of the Maronite Church, His Beatitude and Eminence Maribshara Butros Cardinal Rai at Ken Roswell Arena in Homebush, which has a capacity of 10,000 people. It started with the commissioning of the reliquary to hold the relics of the saint. The reliquary represented a journey of 170 years since the first Maronite arrived on Australian soil, bringing only little of possessions but a great deal of faith and humility. I was asked to design and produce a non-permanent stage and altar for the Golden Jubilee Mass. This was pre-designed and prefabricated off-site so that they could be assembled and then disassembled in one day for the Mass on Sunday the 24th of September 2023. It was to be a fixture that cannot be fixed to the arena's structure by any screw, nail or bolt in any way. I felt the pressure, but it was an honour to be able to be part of this day, this celebration. What it means to me, the inspiration starts with the cross and the Holy Spirit. The number 3 is a foundation in the design that represents the Holy Trinity that we become instrumental to and are guided by. The stage consists of 3 levels leading up to the altar. There are 3 steps leading up to the stage. 3 types of materials make up the stage: brass, red velvet and timber. The backdrop comprises the 3 arches. The reliquary base holder has 18 pillars, divisible by the 6 saints, making it 3 pillars for each saint. The colour gold is symbolic of Christ and the Golden Jubilee. The cross is our salvation and the only strength and hope we have in our life. The stage represents Australia. The layout of the stage is a Maronite cross. At the base of the cross is the Phoenician boat reliquary holder that made the journey to Australia 170 years ago. On the stage there are 12 corners that represent the 12 apostles, a foundation for our setting of our faith, values and morals in Australia. This reflects not just the resurrection, but also every part of our daily lives as we rise above all obstacles, challenges. The lecterns reflect our proclamation of our faith and are kept simple, being of wood and a white pureness, and the gold represents Christ. backdrop, which is made up of 3 arches, is called the Trifora or Triple Bay. It is also known as the Gates to Paradise. The backdrop is a representation of the Father, Son and Holy Spirit, a flower blossoming into new life, reflecting the Maronites in Australia. Two side arches have 2 images, an image of Saint Elige, a very traditional and meaningful Maronite icon of Our Lady that we look upon to intercede for us to Jesus. The other is an image of Saint Maroon, who is the father of a spiritual and monastic movement, now known as the Maronite Church. 3 arches are constructed from 14 individual units that connect together. This represents the 14 stations of the cross. This symbolises our everyday life to carry our cross and share in the passion of Christ in our daily lives. Embedded in the arches are 50 pillars. Each pillar is 300 mil wide. Each pillar represents 1 year of the Maronite Eparchy in Australia. I feel very honoured to be able to express my love for Christ and my church through my skill and ability that I derived from my faith and honed in on in a country that has provided so much opportunity and abundance. I feel fortunate to say that if it was not for the establishment of the Maronite Eparchy, I would be unable to know and identify the richness of my faith. The best opportunity is to be able to give back and grow in the richness and to flourish like a cedar of Lebanon from abroad. I am just one of the Maronites, a grain of sand, who is very little compared to the many great people who have served in this eparchy. I thank the Maronite Eparchy and the Church for this opportunity, as it has given me a chance to practice my faith traditions and heritage to have it to the full.